Welcome guys, welcome to HTML tutorial again. And as I told you in the previous lesson that we will explore about the images. So images can be used in various forms, like in backgrounds, in between the pages, okay, and also in more ways, okay, and we will just go ahead and check that today, okay. And so this is just the part 1, and part 2 will be released soon, okay, maybe today or tomorrow, okay. And now you can get the code of this video from the link in the description, okay. So we already know and discussed images in previous tutorials, okay. So we already know how to include an image in a HTML page, okay. So here is a simple code for that, okay. Let's see. We need to use the img tag for that, and with the source equals in between the commas we need to provide the path of the image. Or if you are having the image in the same folder where your HTML file is saved, then you just need to give the name of that image file, okay. And here alt is alternative text for the image. If somehow the image is not loading, then this part will display, okay, this text will display instead of the image, okay. And width and height are also the attribute of images, so we can specify the width and height of image. In this way we will specify the size of image, okay. So this was the code which we had done earlier, okay, in the previous chapter, okay, to include the image. And here I used another method to display the same image. If you want to do that, means instead of using the width and height as an attribute to image, you can also use these things in between the style attribute, or you can say the CSS thing, okay, the inline CSS code. You can use the inline CSS code, and you can just specify the height and width of the image, okay. So here I will just use this simple code which I just created, and as I saved the file in the same folder with the name of image.jpg, so this thing will work, okay. Here is the code thing, okay. Let me just paste this code, okay. Now we have it. Let me just make it correct. So now we just need to save it, okay, and we will just go ahead and see the result, okay. Here it is. We loaded the image 2 times and in different size, okay. Both the things are working, okay. Like we defined the width and height 128 into 128, so the first image is like a square, and the second image is 200 into 120, so it's a rectangle type image, okay. So both image, you can see here, it's having 200 pixels width because and 120 of height, okay. And this one is 128 into 128. This one is the first image which we included in this HTML file. So we already know that the new thing here is just the style tag which we used in the last CSS lesson, okay. And I described you, it is not actually an attribute, but it is a inline CSS form, okay. So we use that inline CSS form, and we can use other kind of CSS as well to describe an image within a HTML page, okay. You already know that from the CSS lesson, the cascaded style sheets, okay. So here I will move forward, and I will tell you a little more thing about the image, okay. Here is image maps, okay. It means a little bit tedious concept, but you can easily understand that, okay. Just like the simple HTML code, we need to use a HTML code for that, okay. And here we have this code, okay. And first of all I will just copy that code for you and paste it in the HTML file which we are using currently. Okay, and this time I will demonstrate this image map with just one clickable element in between the image. Okay, so with the help of this image map we can make multiple different kind of clickable areas in the image. Okay, we can create multiple clickable areas in an image according to their coordinates. Okay, and these shapes can be a rectangular shape or a circular shape, or in default it will take the full image, and except it we can use polygons. Okay, so let's see here. So here first of all you just need to simply include the image. Okay, like you use to do that. Okay, and here is a important attribute which you need to use, that is called use map. When you will use this attribute, then after that in the value in between the commas you need to provide the name of the map. Okay, which will be described after that. Okay, like map is a tag which will make your image into a map. Okay, which will have some coordinates and which will have like clickable elements in between the image. Okay, so if we describe the map name as work map, then we just need to include a hash, and in use map we just need to give this name hash work map. Okay, now we just described the width and height of that image. Okay, now width and height of image is described. So now moving to the shape thing. Okay, like if we just said that the image which we just use here is a map, then we describe means we given the attribute name to the map, so it can be included in the first code. Okay, now if a particular area in between the image which you want to click is a image, okay, then which kind of image it is, circular or rectangular or a polygon, we need to first of all just know that. So right now I will just go ahead and go for this tab. Okay, this tab, can you see this tab? Let me just load the code again. Okay, here we have, now this image is now bigger as we given different size, height and width in the HTML code. So this image is now bigger. Okay, and you can see this area is clickable, but if I hover mouse here it's not clickable. Can you see that? Okay, let's see in the code. Okay, and we will understand. Okay, like the area which we are using which will become clickable is rectangular. This can be specified by rect. Okay, and the coordinates, let me tell you about the coordinates. It will come in pair. This one is for x and y axis. Okay, means the first one is the pixels from the left and the second one is the pixels from the top. Now this is the other coordinate. Okay, like we need to define the coordinates from here, means if we go from the left, then we need to specify this place with the y, like this one, this width, this much width, and from the top we need to describe this much width. Okay, so this will be the first coordinate, and the second coordinate pair will be like nearby here where I am just hovering my mouse right now. Okay, can you see that? this place. So from the top we need to give this much pixels, and from the left we need to give this much pixel. Okay, that's it. Then this area and only this area will be clickable in the image, and we can just do that. Right now it's clickable from here. Okay, so it is almost correct. Okay, and from the top it is almost correct. From the bottom it is also a little bit correct, but not completely, but we can say that it's clickable. Okay, and now let's see the code again. So here, like, we provided the coordinates, and alt, we can provide the alt, and here in the area tag we can provide a HTML page. Like when a element is clickable, then you can just provide a website name. Like if you will click on that part of image, then a page can load. Okay, like that you can specify multiple different areas of an image, which will become clickable with the help of this map tag. Okay, and you can create a map within an image. Okay, so that's how it works. And if you like want to clickable this image as well, then we can make it. Okay, first of all we need to correct the coordinates. Like if it is clickable from here, okay, so that means it's clickable a little, we can say it's right, almost right. Okay, 75 pixels is right, and from the top it's okay. Okay, and let's see in the bottom. Now it's not clickable, so it's good, but it is just clickable till here. Okay, that means the coordinates from the left, the second coordinates from the left is given a little wrong. We need to give it a little more pixels. Okay, then it will be clickable here as well. Okay, so like we can just go ahead and change coordinates from the left. The first one is from the left in the pair, so we can make it like 180. Okay, that will be good. Now let's save it and just refresh the page. Now when we given 180, it's clickable till here. Okay, can you see that? And when I will click that portion, the website which I given will load, and on that page you can give the information of that particular area of image. Okay, in this way means you can make a image informational. Now we can do this with the second image as well. Okay, like this image is of a computer, so what we can do, we can just means this is also a rectangular area, a computer in the image. Okay, like this we can give the coordinates, and now from the left we need to give the area, the pixels. Okay, so till here it is 180, so we can assume till here it will be 200. Okay, and we used 40 in the first one, so it is looking like it is nearly 150, I think. Okay, so we can use 210 and 150 for the first set of coordinates, and for the second set of coordinates we can use this place. Okay, so we use 210 for here, then we can use like 250 or 260 for here. Okay, from the left, and from the top we used 150, then we will give it 200. 200 and 210 will be good. Okay, let's see. Now we are creating another clickable area within the image, means two kind of different clickable areas. It is not created. Let's see what was gone wrong. Coordinates 210 150. Oh, it's both wrong. The same coordinates are here. So 210 from the left and then 250 or 60. Okay, let's make it correct. So here we have this clickable area. Now it came here. Okay, from the top it is not right, but it is almost right. Okay, so we can just load another page within an image. We can load two different pages, like we can use w3schools.com. Okay, so now if we will just go ahead and click that area of the image, then another website will open. Here is that area. Okay, the coordinates are not correct. I will let you know how to give the coordinates in another tutorials. And let's see, it's working. Now this is loading W3C, and if we will click here, then it is loading the techly.org. That means we are loading two different websites from the same image, and one image is just one element. Still we can give the coordinates of an image, and one image can contain various links in this way with the help of image maps. So again we will just look over the code and just understand that, okay, we use the image source and we need to use this attribute use map, and in the use map we need to provide the name of the map, okay, with the hash preceded. Okay, first of all hash will come, then the name of the map will come. Okay, now we will specify the map tag, its name, and then we need to provide the area tag. Okay, within the map it will work, within the map. Now area, which kind of area it is. Shape is equal to rect for rectangle. Okay, then coordinates comes in the pair for rectangular shape. Okay, if it is circular, okay, then we need to provide two things. First of all, we will provide the radius of that circular area, and then we will provide the center coordinates, means only three things will be given in that case if it's a circular. Okay, and if it is a polygon, okay, we will give multiple coordinates, like we can give multiple pair of coordinates. The coordinates will come in the pair like x and y coordinates. Okay, and we can give multiple, means any number of coordinates, means if polygon is a big one, have multiple lines, then we can provide a lot of coordinates to that. Okay, and for the polygon, shape is equal to will be poly. For the circular it will be a circ. Okay, so that will be the change, and we will go ahead and check that thing in a later chapter. Okay, and in the that's it for the image lesson, the part 1. Okay, in the part 2 we will try to cover it up, okay, the complete image things, and after that soon we will see table and lists and the forms are to become. Okay, so bye bye for today. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Have a great day. Bye bye.